Hello everybody, myself BIPIN and I am the student of the Celebrity B.Ed College. Today I want to share with you all the short story. The name of the story is The Tale of the Bhola's Grandpa, and the writer of this short story is Manoj Das. He is an award-winning writer. Basically, he writes the thing in two languages, that is Oriya and in English. He has written many novels, short stories, poems, and the articles based on the history and the culture. In this story, he has tried to express the person named the Bhola Grandpa as a very confusing person. He do not remember the things and he always get forgetful. So let's deal with this story. The main character of this story is the Bhola's grandpa and the writer. The writer over here is expressed as a small boy in this story. So let's begin the story. The Bhola's grandpa and his wife used to live on the western side of the village, that is in a small hut under the shadow of a big bokal tree, in which a troop of monkeys used to stay. And this Bhola's grandpa and his wife did not bother about the monkeys. So let's see the incident, how it took one after another. The first incident. One moonlight night, they were returning from a village fair. That is the Bhola's grandpa and the writer's father and a group of villagers were returning from the village fair. Suddenly on the way, the Bhola's grandpa shouted in a loud, and all were shocked what has happened. So all turned towards that old person, that is Bhola's grandpa, and they have looked at him and they have asked what has happened. He is telling that I have forgot something, but what? The person over there, they were shocked. They are told that were you gripping something in your hand? And Bhola's grandpa remember his small grandson Bhola. He told that I have grabbed the two fingers of my grandson, and when it slipped down from my hand, I have forgotten. So the writer's father selected the two sharp-eyed person, and even the Bhola's grandpa, they have turned the direction back towards the village fair, and they went over there in order to find the Bhola. And suddenly they have found that without any tension, they have found the Bhola under the cow belly, which he was taking a cozy shelter under the cow's belly, and they have returned. So this was the first incident in which the Bhola's grandpa have forget about his grandson. The next incident has taken place, such as the one day the Bhola's grandpa, in the afternoon after his lunch, what happened is that he tried to explain some incident to the writer's father. He went to him with the excitement and told that a group of pirates have trying to hide a big box under the sand dune. Talking about the pirates means to say that they are the sea robbers, and talking about the box means maybe it is full of treasures. That is, the precious things can be inside that box. So what happened is that the writer's father and the group of people, they went for the search of that particular treasure that is being buried by a group of the pirates. So the evening turned into the night, and at night the moonlight came, and even the writer's father can hear the howling of a pack of wolves. So what happened is that it has already turned night. So Bhola's grandpa went to that writer's father and made a confession that what is that? He had seen a daydream. That means after taking a lunch, he was taking a snap. During that time in the dream, he had saw that particular incident. So this was a funny incident which has happened with the writer's father. So in this manner, what happened is Bhola's grandpa made a confession so that he will be no further been regret or saying what he has said. The next is that now one of the important incident which will happen is that during that time, what happened is that it was a location called a Sundarban area. In this particular area, basically, if we will talk about the Sundarban, what happened is that we remember a beast. The beast name is the Royal Bengal tiger, as it is a mangrove forest. Over here, the people were very much frightened to live in this particular area. But if your village is located in that particular area, means to you have to stay. The village peoples were very frightened of this tiger, that is the Royal Bengal tiger. So what happened is that they used to always roam in a group. They used to make a group so that they will be not be alone, because if you will be alone, you will be easy prey for that Royal Bengal tiger. So the people, due to their fairness, they what they have done is that they used to be in the group. Whenever they used to move from one direction to another direction, they used to be in the group so that they will not be attacked by that Royal Bengal tiger. So let's see. Then the next one thing has happened. One day, the Bhola's grandpa was returning from the weekly market. Weekly market means to say that every week we go for marketing to a particular marketplace or the location in order to bring the vegetables and the necessary things from the market. So exactly in this manner, Bhola's grandpa was returning from a weekly market on that through that Sundarban forest, that is a mangrove forest. So suddenly what happened is that on the way he had heard a roaring sound of a Royal Bengal tiger, and he suddenly tried to stop over there. And as per he have heard the sound, something sound coming from the backside, what he has done is that when he has turned his mouth, he has seen a big beast, that is a Royal Bengal tiger, was standing 5 yards in front of him, and he was grazing Bhola's grandpa into his eyes. So Bhola grandpa became very frightened by seeing that big beast. What happened is that in the nearby there was a big banyan tree. So suddenly Bhola grandpa was energetic enough to climb on that particular banyan tree, and he climbed quickly on that tree. As he was climbing, the tiger came, but he cannot catch Bhola's grandpa. As but he has climbed the banyan tree, what happened is that he was being saved over there. So the tiger, that is the Royal Bengal tiger, became angry and he circled that tree 100 times and he sat down, but he did not took off his eye from the Bhola's grandpa. So suddenly the evening has again turned into night. So now what happened is that at the night time, the Bhola grandpa was still on that tree, and he can hear the sound of the tail, that is the tiger is hitting the dry leaves which was on the ground with its tail, and it can be heard by the Bhola's grandpa, as per the night is very silent. So what happened is that the whole night Bhola's grandpa stay on that tree, and suddenly it has broken into a dawn. That means now the morning time comes, because as per we can hear the cry of the bird named as a dove. So what happened is that when that dove was crying, means to say that it has become a early morning, and Bhola grandpa did not think about anything, because he has forgot that the tiger was behind him, and suddenly he got down from that particular tree and went, and suddenly he found a group of people sitting on a mound. Mound means to say that it is a kind of a small hill on which the grass will be grown, and the peoples were sitting over there. So early in the morning, the village peoples were sitting on that, and they were absorbing every aspect by seeing that the Bhola grandpa was sitting on that tree, and how he tried to run away from that hungry beast, they cannot realize. So Bhola's grandpa, as per he see the first person on the mound, he asked for some water, and that particular person was very confused that how you can escape from that particular hungry beast. So what happened is that he was being shocked. That particular person asked Bhola's grandpa, what is the secret that you escaped from that hungry tiger? So basically what happened is that he thought that he was in a very confused manner what to say and not to say, because he has forgot the incident which has happened with him at the night. But as per it is early in the morning, maybe during that time the lion was limping and yawning. So during that time what happened, that maybe during that particular time he got a correct time to escape from that particular thing. So in this manner what happened is that village, listening that incident, he ran away back to his house. So in this manner the story comes to an end. Thank you everybody.